sky, throw before the light, like a cry for the moon. Never-ending rock, forgot what I want. Never held my heart to me. That's why go forward, don't look back. I can't believe in the path I'm on. Faith, pride, so what do I have to feel? Under the sacred fires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many wars gotta get. Here in the pale fire, I'm going out for as I can. I hope my path will be a guideline for someone to follow. The roar of the spark. The thunder burns my eyes. What a strange ascent. Sound becomes hot again. Never-ending wide. Forgot what I want. Is this Arcadia? I don't know what's right for the world. Oh, I may have lost my way. There's no reason to doubt it now. So what do I have to feel? Under the sacred wires, never stop, just go. I don't care how many more gotta get. Here in the pale fire, I'm going out for as I can. I hope my path will be a guideline for someone to follow. The roar of the spark.
That was glitchy. Okay, everything looks to be good. I think up. Can you cancel? Why? I pressed the button to try and cancel, but here we go. Find an instant match. Being rude. Okay. Yeah, not even on purpose, just because the way the thing wanted to do, just find the match instantly when I was rapidly pressing through the thing so I could just open the box. But no, this is what it wants to do instead. Go into the air. You can only try and hit them first. There. And then another rotate. Stealing my crits. Then they're over here stealing my crits. Okay, here you go. How do we go about this one? If I just hit them first? And of course no. No, you're not allowed to hit them first. They just have their block. Let's see, you ready? No. They wouldn't be. Instead, they just delete my stacks. What else? Yeah, what else? No, you're not allowed to have anything. Let's just have a random block. No, this match isn't even allowed to have existed to begin with. You were supposed to instantly cancel. Stop being stupid. Of course. You can see where the collect all button is. That's right next to there. Right next to battle. Instead of being normal. Nah, let's just... Yeah, of course. Hoping everything seems normal. I have not updated everything yet. For example, There we go.
It's not a big deal. We can handle
There we go.
it. I don't have to think about it. What we need to do is clear. Don't you think?
I wouldn't say it's even the opponent, it's just the way it just... Nah, I didn't even want to bother with the match to begin with. I'm not even warmed up to begin with. I wouldn't even call it that. I just got back from a supper, and that's all it is. Problem is I haven't gotten anything, not even the proper mindset. Monthly memberships. Yeah. When the game bugs, we'll do the monthly memberships. It's the usual. I'm not gonna make people suffer with that. No, you're not. It's Dagger on today. It's Dagger on today for this one. Let's throw in Carter. Nothing but beams. You may request. That's all I can say. Legend Killer. We got the Zord Graveyard as our map. Anyway, depending on the situation, I don't recommend you guys disappearing so early this time. Because when after a certain point, the list will be ignored. So again, let's just hope some people have a keen eye. So, no, of course, fine. Nah, you start with your block. Nah, you're not allowed to have they're not allowed to just have their breaker instead. It's not like they have a dedicated strike slot to begin with. No, you will not dodge that one. You're on fire twice. Enough. Go back to your corner. It's a fireball. Ah, okay, fine. That doesn't help. And look at that worthless thing. Look at that. No HP. Why would you be allowed to use your super and dagger on, huh? Why would you be allowed to? Yep. Permanent install state. You lose your block, completely changing your team setup. And they've yet to give him anything back. Still sad. And he lost to the nerfed version of Adam, not too, quite a long time ago, but, yeah. I did not swap the loading screen in-game. So, we're not going to be seeing the theme battle. Eh, no, it's Leo. Here you go. Got a flying carpet. We gotta hit them again with another Mystic Carpet because we only can. We're gonna probably see a Casey. Yeah. The only way to get away with some of these things is to try and force the game to bug for them in the sense that they can't get their dash variant, but as if that's gonna happen. Anyway, how about golden kicks? We can't do anything to avoid their attacks with... Yeah, no. Useless. Wow. Instead of getting Master Sentry, it's just another Casey. No! No, you will not! Go to the laser lamp. There, we've healed. Okay, so. I forgot if he actually continues on armor or not. No. Why would he? Why would he continue on armor? Only Zanaku does that. Only Zanaku will continue on armor. Yet Daggeron used to have that bug where if he hits your assist, he's gonna fail. I didn't even try to backdash. It should have been obvious, otherwise he would have been continuing on strikes. that breaker would have continued on strikes if it was actually able to continue on armor. It's not like Ranger Slayer. It's just Zenaku. Zenaku doesn't even go invincible. He just gets hit by everything anyway. Nah, what I meant, Geki, when it comes to the loading screen type thing. No! You will not do that. We'll back away. Mystic Carpet! Another carpet! And I guess I'm gonna have to kick you in the shins. Not really. Kick in the stomach, kick in the shoulder, kick in the head, and then slash them. I didn't look at it. Or rather, I did, but I didn't pay attention to it fully. Like, what are you trying to... What do you want it to do or something? Okay, no. That did not help. What combo you have? I have a plan. Watch this. No. It didn't help. Get kicked in the face. And another Gingy. Dagger on combo. Yeah, that's... Listen, the way that works is not as simple as that. You can't just use the song. Where is it even from to begin with? Most Guilty Gear songs are fine, but whatever that thing is, I do not know where that's from. Actually, you know, I get a copyright strike for even using it. Claim. Copyright claim. Strikes don't exist if it's a copyright type thing, unless it's an actual problem. Wow. You didn't even wait long enough. You waited one. You waited one. Okay. You need drop. There you go. Told you to drop. It dropped. Genji! Wow. Drop again! Deserved. Fire to your corner. Go ahead, use your flying thing. No? Okay. Enough of you. Anyway, that happens. No, it's just his air hit reaction, shoving back like a lot of other characters. Not to mention he keeps trying to do max range of those things. I just said drop! Drop again! It did exactly that because it's expected. If you're gonna hit max range on a character that has a different unique skeleton, it's more than likely gonna fail because someone at Inway is still not looking into hitboxes, hurt boxes, and everything as they should. And reactions following the rules. Otherwise, Black Dragon's beam would be fine, but apparently no. Everyone in the game only ever gets hit by 4 hits now. And all the new characters only get hit by 3. I'm not even on the ground yet. Anyway. Here's the golden kicks. You can stay in your corner. No. You will not do that. I'm gonna kick you for this. The only problem is they're probably gonna get their breaker now, so I need to hit them first. Get rid of that, and fine. Let's see what will they have. They have the super. What are you gonna do? There's that. Am I faster? No. I can heal. I heal this super away. Get kicked! You're not escaping it. Connor. Or Carter. Hello, Ronald Jr. Okay, I think this is the last one for Daggeron before we start. Listen, Fireball can also just mean Fire Cloud, which is Catherine has, so yeah. The Daggeron kick ahead, of course. What, are you gonna actually use him, or are you gonna be stuck with nothing but the other problems? Wow, he didn't use the character. Who would have guessed? The idiot who's joining more than is allowed. Wow. Game is being useless. Primary slow is constantly getting blocked off. Who would have guessed? It's another assist. Go back to your corner. As I said, that one, if that's going to be the case of the name, then I don't know about it. Anyway. Ah, yes, it's Casey. Back to the corner you go. Another Casey. Fireball. How many actual attempts was it to try and engage with the leader? Worthless, boring ending. Who knows? Lewis, technically you did not wait 5 matches. You did. It's just more like because of the other weirdo, you technically haven't. There hasn't been 5 different opponents. It's just been a weirdo that's twice. Yes. Not enough of a lingering hitbox. Not enough of a lingering hitbox. You will not. Here's a golden kicks. And we're just gonna go ahead and no. Not allowed to back away if I'm gonna dash back in instantly. What else? Another one. Still no super for me, so he gets his combos unless I do something to him. Like for example. Yeah. They'll out heal, but who knows? Who knows what'll happen next? Wow. Who would have guessed? You can't jump high enough to beat invincibility. Yep. Well, they haven't exactly mentioned that they're not allowed to touch the Street Fighters again. That's a completely different source for that one. Can't cancel. There we go. Because we got this boring idiots that doesn't know how to be normal. Instead, they want to be stupid constantly. Wow. Of course. Can't have someone be normal, can we? There's always the one idiot that joins with it that's not allowed to. And you're supposed to be a detection attack! Wow. Just beat an active hitbox, because why not? This is why we have to ban retards like you. Because we always have to bring up the other accounts so we don't have to deal with you idiots. It's supposed to be Merrick, correct? Yep. Let's see here. I don't think I have Merrick on the main yet. Nah, it's Dragon Armor Trini. Can't run that team. Sad. And I can't do that later either. Okay, then let's see about this one. Can you stop hiding, sir? Where? Okay, this assist is being weird. Level 6, that's why. And then, let's see, why does that look less than usual? Anyway, because an idiot can't keep their hands off the code, you are not getting into a match now. And if you dare try to, I'm putting auto off, and you're gonna have to deal with a 54,000 HP character. Not to mention the fact that your cards will also be revealed. So if you want to be a retard, you're not gonna get a fair match. Follow the rules like everyone else. Stop wasting people's time. Anyway. Team setup is correct, but how we're gonna go about this, we'll see. Yeah, that doesn't help. Gonna jump. No. You will not do that. Yes, we're in the corner. Who would have guessed that Levi over here is cheating? This is why Aeon is banned. As a reminder, people. This is why Levi is supposed to also be banned. Coda still exists. Merrick is another example. This is why they're banned. Why they're required to be banned to begin with. If you even think about being outside the corner, or rather, being in your own corner, that's gonna happen. Okay. And away. No. And away with you. Still said why, but no. Anyway, I still refuse to just go over all the characters to just have a breaker that doesn't properly stun on every hit. Instead of going over all those characters in one quick patch so that they don't have the problem, no, they're just gonna add Levi. They're gonna add that assist to the game. The assist is not the problem. As a reminder, the problem with it is the fact it teleports away to a very specific spot, just like Aeon. The assists are not the broken part about them. It's where they teleport to. And it invalidates old characters.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's why those characters get banned. Why they're not allowed to be played, otherwise you're just invalidating a character in general. Or all the characters that just can't do anything. Because they just teleport out of range after you hit them with a breaker. Oh, you've cornered them, and they go for this breaker after a block because it's their only combo ability, or rather, only combo starter tool they have. Well, too bad. The opponent has a block that teleports away using a breaker. That they get using a block while getting hit by a breaker. Because anyway, refuse to do anything about those. Yep. Anyway, we're a bit of a decent bit away, so this is a combo. And now you're getting hit by the Howling Wolf. So go into the air. As a reminder, Merrick Super and getting the combo after it with Ancient Warrior is distance based. The further they are from getting hit by the first part of the projectile, yeah. Then actually will combo. A very simple buff they can give it. Shove to max range. Shove the opponent to max range when you land it. That way when it actually lands, it's always going to be, even if you were to corner them at a specific spot, they don't run into your face and they weaken your super combo. They can make it shove all the way back into the max range, teleporting the opponent if anything.
3, 2, 1, go.
As a reminder, please avoid using Ethan or Blake. Yeah, there goes Merrick doing Merrick things. You can't hit him because he's too fast. So he dodges your attacks because of collision box. Yeah. And she gets the block in the air without having to care. Nah, her animation doesn't even match up either. She just chooses, nah, I start blocking in the air, I'm gonna start dropping to the ground instead of actually having to wait to reach the ground first. Game, can you actually give me my primary slot again? Seriously. No. But let this continue. That's a crit. That's on me. Okay. What if I just... Listen, this thing is completely safe unless you want to hit me first with a strike. Good game. This is a reminder, I cannot pay, unless I go out of my way, I cannot pay attention to the cards while playing on the iPad, unless I go out of my way to do so. Which, as I said, that's the threat if you want to break the rules. As you can tell, here's the main. You can see the alt right over there. That's where the code is. Team setup is only for stance 1. He has no blocks any other time. And the problem is the fact that I have to enter the code as well. While trying to host the thing, meaning operating 2 devices, is just a slogfest here. Some idiot can't keep their hand away from their device when they have to wait. Anyway, let's see here. That's another block. Snap breaker. You're gonna stun? No. Okay. What if I use Howling Wolf? Moon Slash! And what if I just... No. They didn't... They decided to just cancel. Still in the air, but I didn't see that one entirely. So what if I just back away? No! That didn't help, but I had special recovery. Can I? No, I can't get my super. The burn was too weak. Anyway, on to the next one. As you can tell, because I have to press host spectate there, and then I have to enter the code afterwards. Even though I have to operate both devices just for this. June, wait 5. Anyway, still awaiting. It should be the last one from Eric if I remember to swap off to the next character. Should be Gemma, and we'll see what happens.
3, 2, 1.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, no. Udon is another one of the characters. Just remember that. Great. Too much recovery. But who knows? Maybe it's just because I delayed it too much, even if that even were the case. Someone got block spammed because why not? Then you only use one card. Great. You were dazed briefly. No. Enough out of you. It's a poke. Since they use Heckle, Kira is the likely next one anyway. And I can't even do anything there. Great. They're gonna back away. No, you will not be first, and I do not have to care about anything because I got the other card. Moose Slash. As per usual, if you do get... what is the one again? It's not Ancient Warrior, that's the other strike. Lunicube. You can always recover 1 energy if you have your Howling Wolf. Every time. Remember, Udonna doesn't interrupt on her first hit of her breaker, so people can just teleport out of it. Just remember that. I was thinking related to freeze characters, because Gemma actually sweeps you on the first hit. But Udana does not. So, guess what? You can teleport out of it. That bot doesn't matter. People just didn't request, that's all, Geki. I wouldn't say it's a mini list. That's how many streams have gone silent at the beginning and all of a sudden, nope, here's a list.
2, 1.
Anyway, we block here. Game said no, you're not allowed to break the defense, and especially since I just got the block back in the primary. Okay. I got yoinked forwards. That's something America doesn't get to have, and that's your choice. That's your choice of moves. Okay, here we go. Cyclone. And with that, to the corner you go. Kick you over the head. No. Of course. They were faster. Wow. So you're not going to be normal just because you're fighting Gemma or what? You usually attack. Question how much that's going to matter. As I said.
KO. You win.
Yeah, you can also teleport out of that one. If you were cornered. Any attack with an interrupt is simply able to be teleported out of. Because anyway doesn't pay attention to those things that they're supposed to prevent. The whole idea of Devon Super is if you have a block attack, very specific characters can dodge it, but no, just those to assist if you're in a very specific scenario. I didn't see a single part of the Camdo's middle slot after their breaker. What happened to your strike? Anyway, Cyclone! Ah, that's a block. Wow. You only have Eric Assist, but so far you haven't used anything. Wow, that just ignored my block. That wasn't even a dash, that was just ignored. Ice mode! Let's see here, you're frozen. Cyclone! Still in the air. And with that, we'll hit you with an AG mode. And back away. No. No. Kick you over the head. Eric, do something. Yeah, too much recovery. They just use gold Zeos. If anything, they're supposed to have the other assist. No, you're in range. Gemma, hit your... do a triple shot. Or double shot. Occur you. Just had to get a crit on Wesley. Of all things. A wasted crit that could be used somewhere else instead. But no. Can't do anything there. That'd be normal. Anyway. No. You've waited long enough, but I'm done with dealing with you being the same normal thing. If the character isn't broken, they're not going to bother using the leader. We already know that. Doesn't matter that you've waited long enough, you have to wait more matches anyway. Your assists are just boring to see as well. We're not going to even see Gia get used there. We all know it's not going to be Gia. Your character isn't broken, you're just going to keep spamming the assists. You've had enough matches. You've had more than everyone here. You can wait 10 matches. Or make something interesting with your team. And not be boring. Anyway, still just waiting on the next one. He did wait 5, but he's played more than everyone else, so... Is no one else really able to join? At this point, the code has been up for a minute. You can't see the timer because there is no timer. No one? One bug, I guess. Let's see here. I might as well throw it up then. Send 5. And throw that there. Yeah, his match is about to be filled with notifications. There's the 10 monthly one. Spider Sniper actually got it.
3, 2.
And Kamui. Okay, nope. Couldn't get that one. And full screen. Yeah, the one with a different blaster. With less recovery as well. Why not? No. Easy mode. That was useless. Another one. Ice mode. There you go, you're frozen. So what are you gonna do now? Wow. The VFX spawned and everything and it still meant nothing. No, Eric. You can help. Send him to the corner. And we just back away. Wow. No, you're not allowed to dodge these. You're not allowed to dodge even with yours. Uh-huh. Wow. First, no blocks allowed. Second, still not allowed to dodge these even with the backdash. Because he's fast enough and shoots late enough in the middle of his dash. Yep. Are you done? No, that's the second last one. So yeah, there. That's done. This is why we also don't want to do it during the middle of the actual match, because it's going to constantly do that for a while. Which is why we don't do gifted like that. It just lasts a while.
2, 1, go!
Direct aim. Sky Shift Blazer. We're in the middle of the map, so we have to do something like this. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to wait for the thing to bug instead, so instead of having the entire match be filled with it, we just have the loading screen at the beginning. Anyway, how about another direct aim? Not bad. Bad dash. Bad dash from me. Anything else? Actively taking the risk, aren't we? Still taking the risk. Okay. Wow, you want to be rude. Now you're just being stupid. Not to the person, but the game. Clearly this doesn't like Gemma all of a sudden. No, let's just not. Someone takes enough risks. Could have easily just used Eric there after I used the assist. But no, they still take the risk. And here we go. Hitting with a crit that mattered. It was literally a forecast not long ago. Or rather, it was before her weird nerf. She never had a 50-50. She had a very position-based instant combo style that is not even instant, can be backdashed. And her block is... not block. Middle slot strike is completely unchanged. And the middle slot breaker is literally just been a cost increase. Because for some reason, this character somehow was a problem. She never was. So you're unable to press the button like you're supposed to, or what's your problem? Anyway, and not to mention, look at that range. What range? It doesn't have range. Wow, who would have guessed it was Casey? Who would have guessed that was going to be Casey? And then you can't even rotate. Real original. To the corner you go. Cyclone again. And with that, you get slashed. Out.
KO, you win!
Yeah, Gem is fake on Orion. That's just Gem as mask colored. Like they didn't even bother trying to give a fake version of it. Like they're not allowed to have even used them yet. Yes, they can. They have proceeded not to. Junior plays. Last one for Gemma. That doesn't mean anything. Everyone thought it was bad at some point. I don't know why you... I don't know why you bothered even calling yourself that. Everyone was bad at some point. Don't bother trying to throw yourself down.
2, 1,
Anyway. Direct aim. No, okay, fine. Not allowed to do that. You get launched. And you're going to hit with another strike. No, just a block. Dodge that one. You poke them. Okay, no poking allowed. That was a weird effect. Direct aim! No. I'll use Eric. It's way too late on that one to begin with. No. I don't even think I'm allowed to press anything there. So, anyone know where my breakers were? Because he still has a dedicated strike slot. But he used 0 assists. Hey Luffy, here's an idea. How about you pay attention to other fighting games? Or rather, actual fighting games. This game has more active players than most fighting games. Less known. Still more active. Yeah. They didn't even wait 2 matches. That was 1 match they waited just to be stupid again. Anyway, it's Viper. I threw in Gia assist for no reason. Yeah, but like I said, it's not on Orion. The helmet is fake if you looked in. And you still haven't waited long enough! Stop being an idiot. I've not seen any ads on it, so I don't know what you're seeing. I don't know what you're seeing, Legend Killer. Geki, shut up! You've waited long enough. Geki, do what you're required. I am not going to speak about that. And he didn't get what I meant. Okay. We can interrupt. Fire Breath. For that, we'll wait a bit. And Fire Breath again. Sword Blast. Change to the corner. And back away. No. Fine. Still in the air. No. I tried to interrupt them, but all I got was a regular block out of them. Yeah, Geki does not understand. He hasn't done what he's supposed to. He didn't understand it. The single thing that was just sit there. Yep. Completely... No one hit anything. Fire Breath. Yeah, no, you don't understand anything. Time yourself out. Time yourself out for doing that. You didn't wait long enough. Yeah, he really doesn't understand the situation, seriously. I'll put it this way, only Discord knows. Do not speak about it! Yet. Because clearly you don't know how to keep quiet about something. If I see something even mentioned, you basically ruined it. Anyway, this is in space. It's just Zane. See what we can do here, because, yeah. Primary slot. And how about this? We'll just use the Hex. Hand cannon shot. With that, we're gonna burn you. And there. Now they're stunned in their corner. No. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. I got rid of their projectile to begin with. Ritual! No. Okay, then. Fire Breath. Sword Blast. Not to mention, that one may not matter as much, but it's still... That's still a basic hit. Anyway. No. Okay, fine. You didn't rotate. They didn't rotate. Okay. That's on me. Good job. They didn't rotate into their breaker. They got their strike twice. Twice. Nah, that's on me. One, a lot of those situations I could have just easily backdashed, but I proceeded to fail to do so. Zane can easily be backdashed on all of his cards. Other than maybe the... Okay. Primary slot, not so much, because those are at least fast enough. Middle slot, you can easily backdash. They could have easily just changed his block and he would have been fine. But no, they killed everything about him. That is not a reach. That is not a reach! I forgot that does not set him on fire. I forgot that does not set you on fire. Okay, Ritual. Nope, Ranger Slayer. Okay. Am I in the sweet spot? No, I'm not. Now I'm on fire. Okay, Fire Breath. That, Hex. And Ritual. Your dash range is short. Eric. Nope. Good job with the poke. Okay. Okay. That didn't help. Yeah, that was just weird. That was just weird. We'll fire them. And then we'll just back away. Now fine! Instead of rushing it any further, they pulled it out at halfway. And started blasting. Yeah, so obviously it has a lingering hitbox. Carter is not going to corner you. He's just going to start blasting at half the screen. Zalzul is still here.
3, 2, 1.
I think we should, was it a request? Nah. Did he request a character? Was it Gem or was it actually Vipra? I think no, it was Vipra. He requested Fireball, then changed, then said Vipra. Wow. Can't even kick far enough, yet we have her opponent is the character that gets to kick the air and hit you, yet she can't even reach far enough. Wow. Useless. Wow. Just great. How about you stop getting a block when you don't deserve one? You used 2 cards!
Perfect. You win.
Wow. Block spam. Again. As the game is unable to do anything right there. Nah, just block spam over and over. 0 cost, not even the assist. Instead of following their class, anyone keeps being stupid. Yep. Well, I guess that's going to be the next one. I don't know. I feel like they should have at least done something different. Like, instead of... they could have easily done Beast Morph as yellow instead of... what is it? Instead of Rocky, they could have easily done Beast Morph as yellow. Then we would have had our Easter character. Okay. And then not to mention we would have the Zeo character actually line up with their Zeo week. So, yeah. You can see the problem there. Anyway, choosing not to be smart with how they want to release something. Now let's just, let's release Zeo an entire month early to try and go with our anniversary. No. That was useless. Just because you're completing the team doesn't mean you have to completely desync from the actual anniversary of that season. Especially since it looked like some other person in the higher ups was actually the person, the weirdo that decided, nah, let's push this character forwards and change their rarity. No. You did not think that through. The one that decided to make that decision of the character rarity and being pushed forwards is an idiot who doesn't know how the game works. If there even was someone like that. Anyway, we lost the account. We have to wait. Wow, can't even load. Swap to Cam anyway. So yeah, with how Rocky released, he was clearly not allowed to be released this month. Going by a lot of things, they pushed him forward from next month, and barely had time to properly finish him, resulting in a fake legendary. Just because some people think that Zeo is that important that it has to be completely desynced from the actual date. We're all about to see a legendary that was supposed to be an epic that was supposed to be a legendary soon, very likely. Watch as the kid is more advanced than Rocky's as well. Or we get 2 legendaries in a row. Anyway, that bug being still not fixed is, as per usual, expected. Anyway, we swapped to Cam and then we'll be doing something else. Be aware, I'm not in the code, so don't bother entering. Good enough. Korag, get ready to enter, I guess. She even can. The other weirdo still hasn't waited long enough. We'll do the weirdest team combo for no reason with Cam. No, Geki, because you rarely don't pay attention to hints. Geki does not pay attention at all, it seems. Yep. Well, slicer kick. Nah, they start with a block. Why would you not? Why wouldn't you just start with a block and then get a crit on something? No, you delayed it too much. Okay, Samurai Saber. You're losing that metal slot of yours. Back away. Nah, I'm not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to forward dash and delay your block. That's not how that works. It's not how it works. Wow, crit. Ah, yes. They're still blocking. I don't have a breaker. Because I needed another crit. They got 2 crits in the match where it mattered because the fire damage was decently low. Once again, RNG being stupid. Why wouldn't you want to be normal? Could have had a normal match, but nope. Ends early because of weirdo decides to crit more than she should. Twice. In one match. Unless they're actively playing ranked or something, while waiting for their matches, that crit rate should not be changing. Anyway. Samurai Saber slash. Yeah, okay. Stay in your corner. Here's a Samurai Saber. Lose that middle slot of yours. And back away. Ah, yes, Casey. You get dazed. And you lose that middle slot again. And we expect another Casey. No. Dumb. And just a reminder, you don't get your explosions if you don't play the leader. If you're not playing the leader, you don't get an explosion. Stop being an idiot. Nah, that's the usual fire damage. That's always been the case. You can always do that. The fact that I don't think you've seen the double ending with a Devon getting hit by Zanako at the same time at the end. Not. Wow, some idiot can't learn. You are not getting into the match. You will wait your turn. You're not getting in. You've played your match. You will wait. Fine, but I'm saying that much. There's other things. If you stick around, we'll have something else happen shortly. Don't worry. No! There you go. You will not back away. You've lost your middle slot, so I only have to worry about their primary. And their death ranger. That did not help. Okay. Slicer kick! That, you are not dodging that one! You're losing that middle slot of yours again. No. No. Just don't. Back away. Dodge. Poke. And interrupt him. No. He can cancel so just pretty sure he's also one of the few characters that can interrupt Devon now as well. Here. No. And useless. Nah, it was just useless. No, you will not reset my energy. Samurai Slasher! They're still alive. Why are you still alive? Okay. And double primary. To third primary. Because apparently queuing it up is not an option. Because I just got up from the ground. Q system being useless. He did 4 cards and then a super. Oh yes, Cameron. A character that started with a 6 cost in the game. Never got his super. Instead, he silences your middle slot only. Yep. He's still strong. I just don't know why they had to be so weird about his buff. Did they? Hold on. Yeah. Skip. Ah! I forgot to. I forgot to close Spotify again. I should be fine. Fallen Angel from Black Veil Brides is not gonna. We do not need to accidentally have that play. And cannon shot. Smoke. Another one. You can interrupt, and that's all I can do. Can you not lag? The main is lagging. There you go. No. Ah, of course. Are you gonna hit? Nah, you missed. Interrupt. No. We're gonna have to launch them. There's a thing we can do, but kicking them in the face. He ran at me with a block and forgot to cancel properly. I should be fine. Just the beginning of the song shouldn't have caused a problem. But it was loud, so sorry about that. Anyway, can we get people to be normal? Or am I gonna have to switch auto off? We're done with Cam for now. Again, probably just run some better assists, but even then, here we go. Well, now of course. No, you will not. Go into the air. Another Pudgy Storm. Let's see if we can do something. We back away. He's not even close enough. And there goes a lot of stacks, because why not? Because why not? He gets to run faster before I'm even allowed to get far enough away. That's why should it be normal. Alright. Yep. You really didn't need the crit, but game's gonna be weird like that. Here's an example of one of NY's recent changes. I'm sure everyone has noticed all the recent characters have been way faster at dashing around. By faster, they haven't had any frame data changes. They're just, their animation is just different. Just remember that. Just because the characters are reaching their final location sooner, it's giving him... It's giving a lot of characters other problems, just for being faster. They can just dodge away without having to care as much. Like, for example, Ashley would not get hit by that, especially with how soon they use the dash. Same with Rocky. Instead of characters being broken, their utility is just way higher. Just enough. Just, Lewis, here's a 10 stack. I get nothing useful there. Yeah. Wow. What happened to your primary slot? Chase is still locked. You want, if you start spamming joins, you will be fighting auto war. I'll use Mirror of the World. You're not allowed to. You ruined everything. You ruined everything. You're not allowed to do mirror matches. You've disabled it. Yeah. As expected. You're not allowed to land explosions in mirror matches. Zio Red is the only one that's allowed to do anything like that versus a Dragon Shield Jason or a Psycho Green. If you fight any type of explosion mirror match, you're not allowed it. Psycho Green is not allowed to fight Psycho Green for an explosion. You're only allowed Dragon Shield Jason versus Zio Tommy or Psycho Green. The three of them can fight each other, but if they fight any of themselves, the explosion is disabled. Yeah, he also just threw the match on purpose, so that match doesn't count anyway. So be warned, if I'm playing Psycho Green, you're not allowed to play him if you want an explosion. At that point, it's been disabled. So if you want to land an explosion, you have to play Dragon Shield Jason or Zio Tommy. And throwing the match is not how you get an explosion either. If I see too much of something being thrown, that's not going to give you an explosion either. You basically just try to give away one. Don't. Wow, you hit that? You actually landed the hit. Seething Slash. Expecting Casey. Wow, someone went faster than they're allowed to. There goes the inconsistency of Casey. Yep. Wow. The inconsistency is still appearing. Yep. Okay, so how do we do this? Wow, that has to reach. Great, we just basically lost the thing because something just couldn't give me, it just couldn't be in range. Instead, he gets to be in range every time. Wow. Just great. Just great. Wow. Geki, that's not a thing when they don't have any health left. I forced his breakers to not be able to move forwards, but that didn't mean anything. But we're still out of backdash things because we're not a new character. As I said, the newer characters are dashing around the entire arena while completely ignoring your ability to hit them because they're just faster at dodging. Because their initial few frames at the beginning of the dash is basically already at the end of the animation. Or at the end of the dash. So they just sit at the end of the thing for half of the time they've already dashed. Like there's no smooth movement. It's just leaves the area. You need to stop running so many blocks. Why? Just why even? Okay, do this and then that. Got what I needed. Now, okay. That doesn't remove any stacks. That actively doesn't remove any stacks. Yeah, we got another block. Okay. Out of range. Block it. No. Party. You can get stabbed. And we're just going to have to use this. Okay. Fair enough. You're just gonna get hit by a sadistic strike! Yeah, I don't know if that worked. It's not easy to get the things right. Late explosion, yes, but no one's nothing. Ah. Try that again. Because it's a lot of things I have to get ready with. Psycho Pink. Alright. Yeah, that's great. Okay, hit them first. Get rid of that. No. You can't even slow me down anyway. For that, we'll have to see. No, okay. Well, at least he registered. Okay, one less stack gone, I think. Yeah. Flying knockdown didn't mean anything there. Because it's totally not one. CD slash. And poke. There, now you're confused. Now you're just confused. Okay. Just great. What if I just do this? Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna hit. This is why I can't be certain on these things. what happens when I try and throw the random one. I go silent and I don't know what to do. Okay. There's a car. And while I interrupt. Okay. Good night. Get out of the corner. And block. Stay. No, out. Only one stack gone. Stay out of range. Okay. With that. Budgie Storm. Now the Seething Slash. The fact that I really just need to lower their health first. That's the thing. First to lower their health first before I try and think about doing something else. Really? But why? Why do this? Why? Synthesis! I don't think I had it angled right. I don't think I angled it right. I don't think I angled it right. That's all. Well, it's Joel. Interrupted. Out of focus. Block. Didn't work. Did you really all rotate? Okay. No. Just stop. Okay. Your primary slot is just not being right now. It's not the first breaker. As I said, game is being high. The only thing that's supposed to work, trying to interrupt them when they're stuck in the middle of breakers. Instead, they keep hitting me with a strike. No! Enough with that one. Just leave! Get out of my corner! Slice them all out. Out. As I said, slice them out. Felipe. You don't have any blocks, so we'll see what we can do here. Interrupt. There you go. Wow. Is that it? Is that it? Really? Okay, game, you're an original with that rotation as well. Not in range. You only get hit to let some stacks disappear, but that's all it is. You can stay in the air. Shield of Light. You're gonna recover. Well, too bad! Send this extra! Again! You're dead! Why not? And that's like a red. Okay.
2, 1.
No. Interrupts easy slash. And no. Wow, they just stood still for a pose. We all saw what was wrong with that. You look clouded. Well, first helm breaker. That worked.
Copy that.
Sadly, it was on the Psycho Red. That's correct.
3, 2,
Okay. Poke. No. Again. Stay out of range. No. We'll wait. Okay. Certainly a way of doing things. Again! No. Not allowed to be fast enough. Swift, we've lost 3 steps. 4. The fact that the breaker removes so many. And useless. Of course. Great. Yes, great. Sweep, sweeps again. 1, 2, 3. Another stack gone. Wow. Because why not? Why not remove all the stacks for just sweeping with the breaker? You can't freeze him in the floor. Instead, you get a statue. Too bad for you. Too bad for you. He's immune to being frozen in the floor. Too bad for you, Lewis. Anyway, we'll see about the next one. Not allowed to cancel or get the thing back. Great. Multiple crits for him as well. On teleport. Just enough of you, game. Enough! .7, 3.6. He just needs a single block. Yeah, that didn't even do extra damage. No extra damage at all. What? Fine. He got his revenge, yes. Yes, I'm gonna throw a random block here. Now he's looking for that block just to hit me with a breaker. Lewis, you did not wait long enough.
3, 2, 1, go.
You're an idiot. Go to your corner. Go to your corner. Fine. This is what Korag, never use Master Ball with Tommy again. You know very well the thoughts there. Okay. Lewis did obviously wait 5 matches, but I didn't even give him a proper one. So just end the match and we'll try it again. Yeah, over with. Korag, never use that character again. Can you hurry up and just end the match? Use the attack. End the match!
Perfect. You lose.
I didn't give you a fair fight to begin with. We will retry that. You haven't even played. Why am I even on? You're allowed to re-enter. We'll see about that one soon, Abhijit. We'll see about it soon. Blame Korag for playing the worst looking character in the game. Normally only Lewis plays him, that's why.
1, go.
Okay. That didn't help. You didn't recover 1 energy though. So I don't know if that was a good idea. CV Slash! Let's see here. So if I poke them at 4 energy, hit them with a Helm Breaker. Nah, I should have cancelled, but it did do something. He rotated without losing my stacks. CV Slash, and Punch Storm again. We're at 10 stacks. So now the question is, how do we do this? Not like that. Clearly not like that. No! You cannot do that! It will not work that way. Instead, we stab you! As a distinct...
You win.
As if I get cut off, it's just because I keep muting myself with the hotkey. It mutes everything except the explosion. Listen, they both gonna land the explosion. Block in the middle. Sad. Why did I instinctively go for that? You may re-enter, Lewis. Florian has not even played today. There. He'll get his proper match now.
2, 1.
Anyway, we'll do a backdash. There! How do you like that? I lose my stacks. You lose multiple stacks against Master Ball with Tommy, because why not? Why not have all these sweeps in your kit? No. I used it I used it first! No. I don't get much for Star Wars and crits. Do you need those crits? Seriously. Anyway. Let's see if we can do something. Honestly, that was expected. You're still not getting what you want. It's the same ending. You can't freeze me underground. You can't freeze me underground. It's not a thing you can do. Team battle is supposed to begin in 8 minutes.
Three, two, one.
Here we go. About of course. No. No. It's enough of a breaker trap at least. Didn't even dodge the first hit. No. Allen Breaker in your face. To the corner, and we get 5 stacks. There we go. Block it. That was useless. We can poke them, but it resets my energy. Is it worth ignoring that? Pretty sure that removed more stacks than usual. Pretty sure that removed more than enough stacks. Punch Gemma. Here goes Trent bowing his way out because that's how he's gonna end, but he just disappears too soon, so you don't get to see the bow. He disappears while bowing. After you get shot by Gemma. And Korag brought Jack with a healing assist. Why not? Wow. Nala dash. Come on. No! Interrupt. Go to your corner. For that, we have to do something very specific. You should clearly not get caught in the corner. 2 stacks, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Will you just, No! We could do that little thing, but it doesn't help entirely. Can't fully escape. Still in range. Get rid of this. And projectiles too fast! Nah, it's not slow-moving projectiles, it's fast enough to reach. Yeah, okay. Nah, the Purging Storm just land the hit. He probably would have cancelled, but he would have gone hit anyway. Then I could have landed the last hit needed to get the Helm Breaker. There, Flosion has gotten his code.
3, 2,
Anyway, double breakers with Korag. It's in range, be careful. Same with this. You have to remember you're fighting Psycho Green. This change does do something, at the same time it really doesn't. Knock down to the ground does not count, so we're good there. Kill the bot! Clouded, here's an idea. I'm supposed to watch all the seasons, not just Lightspeed Rescue. I don't know why you had to delay it so much. Why couldn't you use it sooner, huh? Why not interrupt me from using all my stacks, huh? Why can't you do that? You could have interrupted me at least. But no, you made me lose all the stacks because I can't cancel that breaker. As I said, I've seen snippets here and there for research for themes before of old seasons. Have I watched them? No. So that's one of the things. Anyway, back away. No. Dashing back in will not work. And that is not a combo. Don't ever think about doing that again! Hit them in the face first with a knee. That's a block. That's a sweep. It's a single crit. What if I just... Yeah, no. Want to see something a little, different? What if I just... Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah, not even then, as I said, I have to watch every season at some point. I just haven't gone around to doing that. It's supposed to be a watch-along at the same time, since you can find it all on their channel, but... Well, the Power Rangers official channel. But at that point... I don't know. I'm gonna have to delete those streams afterwards, because that's all copyrighted if we want to do a watch-along type stream. The only type of thing that I can get away with is if they actually sponsor those types of things, then the streams can stay up, but then they have to completely tell YouTube to not demonetize or do something weird with the copyright type thing there. Because that's just outright just watching it with what's supposedly just... You're just watching the thing. Not doing anything else. At best, it's somewhat research into some other things about characters, but that's all it is. That's a crit. You're gonna shove? Yeah, okay. No! No! You won't be the one to explain! I hit him with a Helm Breaker. It worked. Fine, it's about to be the theme battle anyway, so we'll just let it happen.
No need to worry. At least enough for
Theme battle is after this. When the music ends, there's a theme battle beginning.
this is a space.
I question how many people have actually looked at the camera.
Information, resources, you have everything. Find what's lacking.
Nope, oops.
Far more difficult, except one little thing. The whole world is
You can watch them on this channel. It's literally on YouTube. Unless they deleted that. Even Mystic Force is completely free to watch, I'm pretty sure. Nah, of course. No. Great. Get caught. The assists are useless. No one's gonna be allowed to use their assists anyway. Great. Great! Not allowed to do anything there because I just didn't do anything! Okay, at least you're following the rules. How many blocks do you have? I'm just gonna end up with it again. Well, have to go once, see the slash, and purging storm. We can do something here, which is this. Helmbreaker! There you go. Stabbed. Casey. Wow. Okay. No! Yeah, it's on that channel, but it's more like if I watch from them, they can claim, but I don't know. It should be the last match for Soccer Green. And then you guys have to get your teams ready. No! You want to see something? Welcome. No, he didn't go for the breaker. He didn't do the breaker. Did we get the breaker this time? No. Apparently, that's gonna be a no. No breakers. No. No. Nah, he said, nah, let's just have that strike again. Instead of the block. Why not? He ruins it. Okay, how do we do this? What if I just... I'm just gonna jump. Oh no, we have to begin. The hourglass just started. That's supposed to be what's playing. Okay. I'll host from the main, I think should be good. If I have, like... I should have him. Do I even have the ability to run? Yes, I do. What do we do here? Ninja Storm, or how do we go about this? Theme battle is going to begin shortly. Or it is supposed to begin. Ninja Storm versus Dino Thunder exists, but yeah. The only problem is Ninja Storm is very limited. That's the problem. You can't use Blake. Otherwise, we're not allowed to let him kill because Ethan can't use his assist. Right, you see, there's a block problem. Why? What are you on about Billy? Why would Billy be a thing? There's 2 out of 3 Zord Graveyard. You guys can set your teams up quickly. Like, if anything, Cam is the only one that needs to be replaced. Do we have the replacement for Cam just in case people don't have it? You mean what, Billy? You're trying to refer to just Mighty Morphin or something? Well, allow ninjas to replace, but not the only one. Tori, yes, she is, so you don't need to bother with it. Tori's a block. In this case, we'll just do ninjas at this point. Ninja and Preston. Ninja is the easiest. There. We'll just do Ninja. If you don't have Cameron, it's Ninja. Anyway, let's get that theme a thumbnail up. There. Just remember, this is what we're doing. Just remember that. So, yeah. Get your team set up, people. Code will be on screen. Blake teams, you don't know. Ethan teams join since it's easier to set his team up first. So we don't have to look for too many people. There's your code. Ethan teams join. Vincent, this is what you're late for, though. Anyway. Triple Tempest. No, slower. Gonna strike again, or... Okay, no. Tori! Grand Slam! Oh, you can go about this. Yeah, no. That's not helping if I don't get this right. Another one! Pizza Paralyzer. We'll wait. Triple Tempest. There we go. Get launched. And Shocking Pinch. There, we lowered their health enough, but now they've got a lot of armor. Yeah, okay, I think I'm dead. Yeah. Samurai, I don't know why it was not capitalized on, but it just wasn't. If anything, they can just add something else, but I don't know. We'll see what they come up with, because it's clearly... Apparently a Dino with Charge Red was supposed to be added years ago, but whatever happened, I do not know. Shocking Pinch! No. In range. They moved in range! I couldn't even press anything. No! Pincer Paralyzer! Triple Tempest! One! Stay in your corner! Another Pincer Paralyzer! Ah, that's a regular block. Yeah, okay. I can knock him out if I do this right, but yeah. No. Not like that. Not like that. Uh-huh. So how do I even do this? No. Grand Slam. Okay, Bishop Realizer. Of course. Can't even hit them now. I can't even do anything with this. And they're on the ground. Too resistant if I try to use the middle slot. We'll see. We'll see what the other Blake users can do. Do something better than me, because clearly I failed there. Here you go. Blake users. I wouldn't even say that. I'm pretty sure Blake just still sucks by comparison. Like, they sped up his metal slot strike. They didn't speed it up enough if you pay attention to it. Not to mention its range. So then again, I'm gonna go with middle slot. Wow! That is just rude. Poke. Lag. We all saw the repeat. Triceratops power. Like, Blake has no rush down. That's the problem. Like, anything he will have to do is related to Cam. And if he thinks about using the super, he just doesn't exactly get much out of it. It's 5 seconds. And great. Here we go. Triceratops power. Yep. Reset. And again. Triceratops power again. And activate. I'm just resistant anyway. Wow. I reset my energy, but it was on purpose. It was supposed to start the thing, but I have to dash first of all more. It just... That's the problem. You saw his damage? What damage? He is correctly shielding himself from the lightning. Like, the only way I can see this working for Blake is if he actually lines the health up and gets his card sets up right. It's gonna fail. This game, clearly you're too stupid to just keep things normal. Korag, get ready to rejoin. He can't get out of the corner because... I was about to say Connor. Ethan is a brick wall. Realize the card just goes right through him. He creates, when he shields with the thing, he literally creates a wall. The card loses its metal inside part whenever it hits him, and it creates an Ethan-shaped hole in the car. That's what happens. 50% reduced damage alongside armor. Yep. That as well. You can always reduce the damage as well as just simply ignore things because you have armor. Very brief bit of armor, but it's armor. Korag, get ready to rejoin. Korag only. See it here? There. Let's just hope this doesn't go as bad. Nope. Trent, Arrogant Stride. Triceratops Strikes. There, we did something. We can block here. Oh no, Frontal Lord. Again! If it flies forwards and hits down at a downward arc, it's always going to be armed and dangerous. Triceratops Strikes. Good job. You stopped it. However, Frontal Horde. Triceratops Strikes. And Triceratops Power. Yeah, you realize that just why? At this point, I feel like I did okay with Blake. I'm gonna open up Discord. Korag, if you mind saying what's going on with your, if that was a clean connection. We'll start with the other people that can join. Because, okay, yeah, Discord is open, but... Is Ethan really stronger than Blake right now? Well, that worked. I know Ethan was decently strong still. He is still solid, but Blake barely got a buff. Or were you lagging? Does it feel like you just can't hit him properly? Or is it just because of the weird RNG in the second match just being way too one-sided? Well, that happened. Poked. Still on the ground, but no blocks. Mita, are you good? Corner. Triceratops Power. Striking them down. No, poke. That worked. Triceratops Strike again. That continues. Take the risk. I can play the fun. First one. Wow. That is weird. Remember, you can always take the risk with that armor. And try to always end you can always end it and then just, yeah. Stabbed. No, you reset. Okay, never mind, good timing, but 2,100. Thunder Red Spin. No lag or anything. Yeah, it just feels like you can. Geki managed to get a win against Mita, but I'm only gonna assume Mita is lagging after a bit. For now, Mita looks to be outplayed that one match, but they saw it was 0-0 at the beginning. So let's see. Second match. What's gonna happen? Interrupted. Blocked. But what happens now? Tori. Whatever happened with my match against Korag, it clearly is not. It's happening the opposite way in this one. That strikes down. They're at the right amount of HP, but the real question is, can you knock them out? Another one. Vita just needs to find a spot to use that middle slot. Yeah, there we go. What happens here? No armor, so they cannot survive another hit. There, Geki did something. He did his job. But I don't know if Mita was laggy or not. That just looked like RNG was not on his side. At the same time, Mita, I don't think so. Especially since I lost with Blake, and so did Korak. He was not lagging. We have to allow Cam. Both of them have a rushdown. Connor and Cameron. I'm hoping you weren't lagging. We can only hope we got some... This is luck-based, as a reminder. No, it's not. Oops. We're just trying to look for possible matches. So we have 2 Blake users. That's the good part. We have Blake users. He's a legendary, so he's going to be more rare than Ethan. Wasn't lagging. Okay. Well, that's just bad RNG on your side. Good job on your attempt to represent. 2-1. 2 wins to Ethan, 1 win to Blake. Vicky gives Blake the win. Anyway, we're looking for Ethan users. Do we have any Ethan users? Do we have any? Where's the Ethan users? And don't worry, this thing is... No Ethan users. Shell, please swap your team to either Blake alongside Thunder Assist or Ethan. No. Clearly I can't speak. Ethan with Thunder users or Blake with Ninja Storm users. Nah, it's a new person. They don't know. It's Shell. It's a completely new name. So, please swap your team accordingly to a theme battle. We're currently in the middle of the theme battle. Ethan with Dino Thunder or Blake with Dino Thunder. You cannot run their assists with each other because their teams are wrong. Please do so accordingly, and you can represent your character that you choose, if you can find an opponent. You will be allowed to use your Leo in regular battles shortly. We're just busy with the theme battle of the whole point of the thumbnail. I'm sure you saw what the thumbnail looked like. You clicked on the video. Explosion is in with Blake. We're looking for an Ethan user to join, please. Also, next week we're going to have 2 new background music. Yusuf. Yeah, okay. This is fine. Yusuf, you're late. But you're here at least. Did you not have Connor assist or something? Did you need the valid approval? Stab! I'll join it. Ah, if you're too much lag, I don't think we want to allow that. It's already, even if you're playing as Ethan, it's still, he's the one with the advantage right now. Well, Trent, strike them down. And yep, there is an example. Blake is not that fast when it comes to his 50-50. Cameron, Super Mode, Grand Slam, and what's that really? You just gave him max HP. You literally doubled his HP. He had 10,000 health left. I don't think you'll have to entirely because Ethan's 1 win away from 3 wins.
3, 2, 1, go!
Aperture, did you swap to the Twitch side? Anyway, we got the Triceratops combo into nothing. Okay, so he's starting to regen. Stabs again. Yeah, look at this. Nah, not let me fast enough. You try to trade. Ethan just over here being faster. Ethan just over here being the faster. Nope. Poked. Slashed. Trent. Yeah. And what else? Nope. Stab. Yeah, And we thought Blake might have stood a chance. Lag a lot-ish, not good. Apparently Florian is lag. Yandere Boy versus Yusuf, please. We'll do a retry, because Florian might be lagging a bit too much. Yusuf and Yandere. Yeah. Thank you, YouTube. You were very quick to join. Yeah, don't worry. Well, I'm gonna see it right after the team battle's over. A little too much lag on Florian's side, it seems. He only played 1 match today and was with Korak. Okay, no. Instant block with Tori. Water plus lightning. To stop the Triceratops. I mean low in net quality. Just because I live in South Africa doesn't mean my internet's bad. I literally have to connect to you guys from Europe. Yeah, you guys are from Europe and America and all these other places. And I have to connect to you, and whenever you guys host, it's sometimes a weaker connection. But even fighting Andrew, I'm not, and he's all the way in America. Yeah, I don't have a lag issue there. Yeah, they might. You struck yourself with lightning. He struck himself with lightning. I don't know. No, there's a few options. We just have a decent one, a very good one at least. One that's even across the board. Upload, download is both 150 megabits per second. So upload 150 megabits per second, download 150 megabits per second. That's in range! And that's what's being paid for, and it's working. So they have press air strike. And strike them down with the arrogant stride. So, poked. Be warned! You need to hit them. And they got ruined. Yandere, you're lagging. You're lagging. That was a horrible ending. Didn't even cancel. Didn't even combo either. Didn't cancel or combo. How about the rest of the matches, at least? How about the rest of the match? I think we just replay the last match. Most of you just rejoin. There's still one win to Ethan. If you think your internet will be stable, Florian, maybe you can do the next one. Really? Not just yet, Florian. Let Yusuf and Yandere Boy fight one more time. If Yandere Boy still lags, you'll retry your set. I don't have channel points, Neil. Or Abhijit. I need affiliate for that. And unless you guys help with it by watching on that side instead of YouTube, I cannot get channel points. Or even put my custom emotes. You guys actually need to help me by watching on the Twitch side instead. Average 3 viewers per stream on 4 different days. Minimal average. It's the only way I'm gonna get that on Twitch. No, that didn't work. Nope, interrupted. One has a super, the other one doesn't. The difference is the one super is not exactly gonna be an attack. Stab. Into a Tracer combo. Enough is enough. Blake has had enough. Gonna get launched. Ah, was that? Well, at least one pinch is gonna be enough, but Ethan said no. Ethan just said, nah, I have damage. Just want to quickly check the auto on damage. This is what we're working with, people. Look at Tricera strikes. Look at Blake's triple Tempest. Like Blake's one breaker does 4,200. The other one does another 4 cost, but still does more than Tricera power. The difference is the primary slot spam. Frontal Horn is still doing more than both of these. He still does more. Even Shield Disruptor, another 3 cost, still does more. Every single one of his 3 costs do more damage than Blake's. None of his cards do more than the breakers, but they're 4 costs. So, yeah, Ethan won. I wouldn't even call this one fair. So, yeah. Shell, if you're still there, you can find Psycho Green. You may join. No, if you guys have already played today, do not join, please. It's not that hard to do that. New names only. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. If Shell is here with a Leo, they can fight if they want to. Can we have anyone with a voice please speak up if they have Ethan? No, Neil. No, Amita, I haven't. Junior did not. Junior did not listen. Wasn't Blake in the same patch as Psycho Green, right? They were in the same patch? Anyway. You will not escape. I'm just gonna do some damage. There you go. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Grand Slam? Primary slot said they didn't want to rotate. Ah! Wow! Mesogog situation. Anyway, okay. So, Ethan duplicates can join Florian, rejoin. Except we got no on you for now. So, Ethan duplicates, join. What do you mean? You can do your retry. We've only played 4 matches technically. That's why I said Ethan reusers may rejoin and you can join as Blake. Okay, Yusuf, not you, please. You played enough. You don't need to fight him as well. Any Ethan other than Yusuf. Didn't you just play? The music, I'm pretty sure, just repeated. That is just wrong. That is just wrong. And I said any Ethan duplicates except Yusuf and rejoin. Plus, Korag is also allowed to fight if he wants to play as Ethan. He's allowed to rejoin as Ethan this time instead of playing as Blake. They didn't say Blake user can't swap. There. Technically, this is a correct set. No duplicates have joined, I think. Here we go. Florian, do what you can. They stab the air. They block and stab the air. No, Geki, you don't need to fight. You've already played, and Yusuf has already played, and your matches have counted. You don't need to play again. It was just Florian having problems. Yusuf has played their set. Well, that didn't help. Neither did that. Find something, I guess. Hit them with a shocking pinch or something. So, just... No. Maybe not that combo, but... It worked anyway! Yeah, don't worry. I think the team battle was over at the same time, and I forgot to swap the rules back. Sorry! You guys may re-enter. Sorry. I forgot to swap the rules. No one said anything. I didn't see it. Lakers 1 win, though, so you guys can re-enter. Yeah. Florian, you can re-enter. You've not done anything yet. You've got 1 win. You need a 2nd win. The perfect hero plus Florian, please join. The set isn't over. Let's try that again. Florian, you only need to win once. Why? Now I have to wait anyway. Give me a moment. Let me go check something. Because now we have to wait for the game anyway. Now we have to wait for the game anyway. 1 second. Yep. I'm gonna collect this from the fridge. It's a solid block of chocolate. It's not hollow. Actually, it's gummy inside. It's basically just a giant speckled egg.
It took me 10 years to find the answer to something. I forgot about it in 2 seconds. That's about it.
In this case, Flosion and Spider, please join. There we go. Better way to show. So they vanished, or what happened? Valid key. Okay, try it again. There we are.
It took me 10 years to find the answers of me. I forgot about it in 2 seconds. I don't have anything that's really important to me. That's why everything is beautiful.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, already said that, kicking. Now we in the corner. We're hiding in the corner. Well, flashed it out of the corner. And then spun around. Yeah, Twitch also has copyright as a reminder. We need 1 win for Blake. Okay? Only 1 win for Blake needed. 1 shocking pinch. Thunder mode. Another shocking pinch. Wrong move from Ethan. We get launched. And Fidget Paralyzer. Non-super mode. He did it. I'm hoping Spider wasn't lagging though. There, it's not a complete stump. I think we've done enough matches.
Hear it, the pulses of the living. The ironic rhythm is a grand orchestra. It's never
We do not care about the sledge match. If there's even a sledge match.
there can be.
Clearly Mita has a bit of a interesting match here.
3, 2, 1, go!
The problem is I'm expecting it just to be the usual. Wow. Not even following your visual. You are late. Yes, this is the one I'm seeing, and you could have dashed. Flopped down to the ground. Up we go. Dash forward. Quick variant. No, you don't even do the quick variant. They just didn't have a speed. The other one is versus Sledge. I don't know what you're trying to explain how that one does anything. The taunting Sledge is worthless to watch. Yeah, well, she lost she lost alongside him.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, Brandon Barrage, no armor. What? What next? Ah, yes. Evasive action. Jump go once. Backdash. Back the storm. Recover 1 into Azeka's Vengeance, right? No. Instead, he goes invincible. Azeka's Vengeance. Down. Gonna clash with their strikes, aren't they? Yep. Not having to speed up. Are we gonna launch? Really? No launch even? Not even a launch. Corrupted. Just remember, you can always rotate Noble Blow quite easily. Melon combo, it's not gonna knock out. So how do we go about this? Blocks. That's how we go. What more? Ah, turtling. No, I didn't see any turtling there. You failed. Unless it was a previous one, there was no turtling there. You have to remember, if you stand there for a while, it's 10 EP. If they stand there briefly, and you haven't even waited a few seconds, it's not turtling. They literally have no energy. It's impossible to turtle when you literally have to recover your energy. So yeah. As I said, if the opponent stands still for a while, that's turtling, because they're waiting for you. If they are standing still for a bit, because they literally can't attack you, it's not turtling, it's called recovery. There's a difference because one, literally, the game works off a single resource. If you don't have that resource, you literally can't fight. Name yourself this. What happened? Big Bud named himself something. I don't think this is Big Bud. He wouldn't name himself that. Big crit because Oracle. Because he gets more crit chance than anyone else on every attack. Because why not? Yeah, I know. He wouldn't name himself that to begin with. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's in the other alliance or something. But people can't have regular names. Yeah, Biozone's there early in the season. He decided to be early in the season. Because why not? Right. 88 is the only gold. There's only 8 people in gold. 88 people in gold. Yep. Almost bronze. Almost bronze. Eesh. Not good. Not a good sight. We should learn what the next character is soon. We're gonna take a guess. It's probably gonna be a Rabbit Ranger or something. Beast Morphers Yellow seemed like the most appropriate. I did not read that in time. I did not read that in time. Give it a moment. We'll put this back up while we wait. We'll put that back up. We have to wait for the game to open again anyway. Flicked, get ready with your codes. Get ready to enter the code, I mean. I think I'm done fighting. Someone else can randomly fight him if they want. cloud crashed. I crashed again. There we go. Now it's opening. There you go. Alright, see you, Flosion. I don't know, we just need a Rabbit Ranger or something. There's nothing else I can think of doing right now, so I don't think so. In my case, I'd just rather see a buff to actual characters make it useful. We all know adding a new character means nothing. The old character. Or at least function. Ah, of course. I dropped them to the ground. That. Freeze. Armor! And it gets the bug! You didn't even get the dash forwards. Well, we got. That worked. You speed. Rabbit or a hare ranger. Bunny. Whatever. You got what I meant. That happened. We spin. Backdash. Backdash stall. Shot. And Udana dodged. Nope. That's out of range. Freeze. Ah, not good enough. They have lots of extra health. They get stunned. You spin again. They have to be quite careful. If they keep resetting their energy, it's not going to help them. Nope. On armor that. You reset your energy for that. If that didn't kill, that was on you. Like if you did. If you didn't use your prime, if that wasn't gonna knock out, it was on you for not using your primary slot. Are we done? Are we done? I think we're done. Yeah. Nothing special I can think of to do, and I don't have to do anything else really. We had the theme battle, we had a nice little thumbnail. That's all it is. The storm clouds are above. I could have easily made this the other storm that is approaching, but Ethan is charging in, ready to slam him down. Just no. Okay. Abijit, in terms of actually using it, likely not happening. Especially if it's so short. Nah. If anything, yeah. It's actually the assist that's there, that's the animation, that's the assist versus Blake, just activating lightning. Daily, it's assist versus assist, if you think about it. But the thing is, that's just his idle pose. All I did was give him a lot of lightning. That's essentially all it is. Like, I made sure to put lightning above his little... Up there. See, it's just connecting between the 2 points. Try to give him at his eyes. And his connection to the ground. And then the blue that's there for everything. And Blake gets struck by 3 bolts of lightning. Why not? Meh. It did its job. But that is all for now. Favors the joined. As a reminder, you need to watch on the Twitch side if you guys actually want to help get the emotes onto appear here alongside channel points, and then possibly make things easier virtually on that side. YouTube does not allow the emotes to appear here, but you also have to be a member to even use them. This is how I call it. I don't know. As I said, I haven't seen the proper seasons. I just research stuff for themes when I need to. Anyway, that's all for now. Goodbye.